Before we move on to Backlash, Michael Mack is in the chat and he is commenting RIP to Sabu. And for those of you who are watching and don't know, Andy, let's go ahead and pivot to that right now. We were going to talk about this later. Let's talk about it right now, and then we'll get to WWE Backlash. Sabu, the hardcore legend, ECW original, passed away on Sunday. A very sad situation. Obviously, he just had a match over WrestleMania weekend at Joey Janela's spring break thing. I'm fairly certain. I think that was billed as his retirement match. But yep. Sabu passing away, man. Michael, again in the chat, Sabu will be missed. He absolutely will. What are your memories of the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal Sabu? I know you weren't even born when this guy came onto the scene in ECW, but obviously he's one that you've gone back and watched.
Yeah, the when I think of like guys that have paved the way for that style of wrestling in particular, of like the extreme and the dangerous, he is probably at the forefront of that.
Yes.
I think you have to put obviously him, Terry Funk, Mick Foley. You have to put those guys at the forefront of this. And I know we use this term a lot and we throw this term around, but for him, it was true. He literally was an industry changer. Like, yes, he changed the industry forever.
Yes, he
doing
did.
The things that he did. Obviously, I've gone back and watched a lot of his stuff. Gone back and watched a lot of his ECW stuff. The picture that you just showed, that barbed wire match between him and Terry Funk is something else. I mean, yes. It is brutal. It is chaotic, it is violent, and it is beautiful all at the same time. I think of his match with Rey Mysterio at One Night Stand. That match was awesome. Obviously, when he came to WWE, he wasn't going to get to do the things that he normally did with ECW. But those matches he had with Cena were very special and showcased that side of him. So I'm a huge Sabu fan. I'm going to miss him. I've obviously gone back and watched. I'm going to continue to go back and watch a lot of his stuff. He's a industry changing guy that made wrestling that people thought was just stupid or weird or gross. He made it cool and relevant and passed that tradition down. And so he will absolutely be missed.
Definitely not the most technical wrestler. Definitely not going to be the cleanest, but like you said, industry changer, dude. I remember watching Sabu. As you see this picture on our YouTube channel of him doing the Arabian Facebuster, his finisher to Rhino. Like, Sabu was an industry changer. Andy, nobody did the things that Sabu did before Sabu did them. Like, he truly revolutionized this high flying. Like, nobody is doing a coast to coast if it's not for Sabu. Nobody is doing, crazy ladder spots had it not been for Sabu. Yes, Shawn and Razor had their ladder match probably before Sabu was really well known, but hear me out though. All of these crazy stunts that people do, Sabu was doing them first. Yep. Like, he did all these things and he did not care to put his body on the line. Just most people didn't see it until WWE bought ECW and he became more well known. And I'm not going to say he's going to go in the Hall of Fame, but there are so many wrestlers who were friends with him, who looked up to him. We saw CM Punk tonight pay tribute to him when he came to the ring. So Sabu was a generational talent that's probably not going to get the love that everybody else normally would get.
Yeah. And, that's kind of like part of that is like, I hate that for him because he deserves, we're putting in all these other people. I think Sabu absolutely deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame for the things that he did.
Yep.
I mean, he, like you said, he was, there's not many men in this world. There's not many wrestlers in this world at 60 years old, whether he should have done the match or not. That's an argument to be had one way or another.
Sure.
But to dive face first into barbed wire at 60 years old and not care, there aren't many men built like that. And so, he changed, he changed the way people viewed violent, hardcore wrestling. And I think he did it for the better. I think you have to put him and Terry Funk up there for that because those two guys, like you said, they did whatever it took to entertain, and they put their body on the line, and they put other people's bodies on the line when they did it, and everybody knew it. And
better or for worse, they did.
Exactly. And so, yeah, I really hope he gets in the Hall of Fame at some point. I really hope he gets the recognition that he deserves. And if you haven't gone back and watched anything, go back and watch just anything from his catalog, and I promise you it will not disappoint you.
Just don't go back and watch the match with Taz where Taz does the backdrop and it drops Sabu on his neck. That's very, very gross.
It's a rough one. That's a rough one.
Watch that one.
Those two guys went to war all the time too, man.
Yes, they did. That is so true. So thoughts and prayers to the family of Sabu and those who were close to him. Us at Squared Circle Radio extend our condolences. Sabu, the hardcore legend, will definitely be missed in the world of professional wrestling. Thank you, Michael, for that comment. We appreciate it so very much.